What's up, guys? This is a new series I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little bit about games. I was talking about that earlier, but in my previous video, and so I decided I've been having these for a while, and I decided to show off. I thought it'd be a fun video to show off my small but pretty interesting PSA slab collection. This is, as you can see in the spins, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And so I wanted to do like a little video showing them off and explaining them, whatever. And so I wanted to do like a little collection and basically talk a little bit about them. I'm gonna put them on the bottom. I bought, honestly, kind of regret buying these. In hindsight, I feel like just buying singles would have been a lot better, simply because a lot of these were really cheap. A lot of the singles probably would have been a lot cheaper than this was, and this took a big price out of my wallet. But without further ado, let me get to this. I don't know why that was upside down, but let me just go ahead and try to make this not too long of a video. A lot of these are repeats, so it's just also I kind of regret it. I bought 2 of everything. Kind of a dumb move on my part. I kind of wish if I could go back in time, I would probably look for cheaper options or just bought them as normal ungraded singles, or at the very least, like I said earlier, just got it for cheaper options. But what's done is done. So I've been, talking about wanting to do Yu-Gi-Oh videos and Pokemon, and so I figured why not just do this? Seems like an easy, like beginning, see how this works, and I'll see how this gets received in the YouTube, and if it is fairly decent, or I feel like it feels decent, I'll move on to other Yu-Gi-Oh topics. So the first card I did was Japanese Dark Paladin from Gold Series. It's one of the Japanese Gold Series, if I recall correctly. It's Gold Pack 16. I forgot if that had a second name to it, but it was a graded 9. It's mint condition. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, mint 9. Yeah. Yep, focus. It was a mint 9. I might actually flip the camera, to be honest, because it just seems more. There we go. The little clip on the case was acting like it didn't want to do it, but I just figured I'd do it like this, so it'd be much more better. Focus, focus, focus. There's my reflection. Oh, hello. Yeah, the table's a little bit dirty. I had cereal this morning, I think. Right here, Japanese Gold Series 2016 Dark Paladin. Pretty high. I mean, I think I have one other Dark Paladin, which was the one from the Yu-Gi World. Legendary Collection 3, LCO3, or LC YW, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty cool card. I've always wanted a Dark Paladin. I thought that was pretty cool. Then I got it as a 9. It was like really overpriced, but I mean, I don't know. You guys be the judge on this one. It was like $78 on eBay, which is where I got all these. You guys be the judge. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so for the next card, again, this is where the repeats start. But I got Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's a graded 3. Kind of feel like the grade was a little bit unfair. It's very good. I mean, I went VG, which is very good. 2002 started like Blue Eyes. Until I got 2 of these, but I only had 1 prior to this. This one's a pretty cool card. I mean, I've always been a fan of Blue Eyes, so I think I bid for this one. On this one, I think I bid for a lot of these, and I somehow won them all. But yeah, this just started like Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's not first ed, otherwise this probably would have cost an arm and a leg, regardless of the grade, I'd imagine. But I'm probably just gonna go through this quick. He's the second one that I got. Some of these got multiple copies of, but whatever. We started at Blue Eyes, White Dragon. This one's a 4. Very good to excellent. Same thing on that one. I got 4 of these, but Yugi's World, Dark Magician, Dark Necrosphere. I don't know why I said Dark Magician. I mean, I have Dark Magician too, so that's probably why I was saying that, but Legendary Collection 3. This one's a 9. Here's Master Collection. Got a couple of these, which is going to be the next ones you see. This one's an 8. This one's a 9. This last one's a 9. Then we move on to the main 3. There's this Dark Magician. SDY, very good, excellent, number 4. Or graded 4. Then we got this one. That's a 6. And then the last one is up here. Which is a 7. Oh, on a side note, guys, these are all the same edition, but I've noticed that these 2 Dark Magicians are darker, whereas this one on the top is lighter. Can anyone tell me why that's the thing? Is that like a misprint, or is that like a thing with the first edition? Or, well, I know it's not first edition, but like, is this maybe like a reprint of a reprint? Or why is that? Why is it darker? Why are these ones darker than this one? Or is this one like a newer printing of it? Because these are all like the same, like 2002. So I don't know. Let me know. But that's it for these ones. I'll go ahead and just, yeah, I got some tins. I kind of want to find something else, something better to put them in, but I don't know. Let me just put that back. Flip it back again. This one shouldn't take too long because it's not nearly as many. It's not nearly as many as the first one. But here we go. So here we go on this one. We got. Okay, so some of these. This one I didn't actually get from eBay. This one I found at my local. Oh my gosh, what's the place? It's like Game Exchange, I think. It's like a game place, so it sells like stuff, like card games and stuff. It's like cards. Well, not mostly cards, but primarily like old school video games, Xbox 360, Xbox One, modern to classic video games. And they have like a small section where they have some Yu-Gi-Oh and some Pokemon cards in that. I found this one for like $30, long time ago, and I got it because it was like, oh well, I never had a greeting card before at that point, and it was just like, oh well, it's a barrel dragon. I've never had a barrel dragon before, and it's in Portuguese. I mean, I don't understand Portuguese mostly, but I mean, I think things in foreign languages are pretty cool looking, which is also partially why I got the Dark Palette in Japanese, because they're cheaper than the other ones I saw online. And again, foreign language, cool. So the next one is, this one's actually a pretty good one. This one is the 2007 Magician of Black Chaos Premium Pack. I've never had a Premium Pack Magician of Black Chaos, so I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I got like 2 other Magician of Black Chaoses, but they're from the Yugi Legendary deck, so they're like not really that valuable or rare or anything. I don't know what the difference in rarity, or, well, obviously the rarity, like obviously those 2 are ultra rare and this one's a secret. But I mean, like, I'm not really sure like how much this is worth really, because this was like, all of these were around like 40, 50, 60. I think one of them was 70. So I don't know if maybe I got lucky, and this card ended up being like, and this card's actually like $100 something in value, and I just got lucky and got it for like 60 or whatever. Or if maybe it's just 60 because it's an 8 and not a 10. I don't know. Maybe I'm probably inclined to kind of think the second thing, because it's an 8 and not a 10. And I have a very fair assumption if I were to Google it, like, oh, how much does a premium pack MO, or like MOBC or Magician Chaos PSA 10 cost? You know, I have a fair assumption that it would be like super expensive. And for this one, we're fixing to go back into that duplicate territory, but I digress. But this one is a card I've been wanting for a very long time, and this is a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. I know he's not really that good in like playing the game, because his effect is really kind of like lengthy and stuff. And always liked Weevil's cards, like Instant Queen, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, and stuff like that. So I'm really glad I was able to find one. And this one is the Sacred Cards promo. Honestly, didn't even know Sacred Cards had promo cards. But that was pretty cool that I was able to do that. And get that for like a 9. That was pretty cool. He's pretty cool looking. He's a secret rare as well. I don't know if you... He's secret rare. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. You can see it like a little bit on his little horn, antenna, whatever's. But yeah. Next card is... Or... Oh, I guess it's different order, but my bad. Here's Relinquished. This one's a 4. I got this because... I got 2 of these because... Similarly to the whole Dark Paladin thing, I only had 1 copy, like 1 hollow copy of Relinquished prior to getting these. So I wanted more for my collection, and I just thought getting it graded would be cool. Which is mainly the reason why I got all of these graded. Because I thought having graded cards would be cool. And that's the thing with this. Started at Pegasus. This one's a 9. That last one's a 4. They're around like the same price though. Kind of stupid, but yeah, I overpaid for a lot of these because obviously, even if you don't play card games, you know, a 4 doesn't deserve to be in the same price range as a fucking 9. But you know, I'm dumb and I'm impulsive, and that's one of my flaws, but whatever. But the last 2 are for this video is, or my collection so far, is Insect Queen. This is the one from the Collector 10. You know, like the little tins where it's just like, has like the ace monster on like the cover of it or whatever. This one was just like the secret rare, so limited edition. It's all games that comes out of secret rare, so it's not really that rare or like valuable or look crazy, but similarly to the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, I've never had one before, at least not 1 hollow. I think I have 1 common one, but I have no idea where it is. There's been years, but this one's a 4, very good, excellent, and then the last one is up here, where the last card for the video is. Surprise, surprise, another copy. This one's an 8. Near mint to mint, I think is what NM to MT means. But yeah, I got a lot of these cards, which I feel like I overpaid. A lot of these, I could have gotten a lot more cards had I just not been adamant about getting PSA graded, but I'm really, what's done is done, and, you know. He was back, but what's done is done. There we go. And you know, if I could go back in time and buy these cards again, I definitely would have just. Well, it would have been pricey. It would have been a lot cheaper for me to just buy like some sleeves, some top loaders, and then buy those cards in bulk again. If I was so adamant about doing it, you know, it would have been a lot cheaper than buying them in bulk graded like these. So, but yeah, that was just my collection. This is gonna be like this, I guess, the start of a new series for me. I really do want to do more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and more Pokemon stuff, and I'll see how this video does. And I don't know. I'm really glad to be back in the hobby again, and you know, after I got out of tarot cards and stuff like that, I just wanted to do something. I just wanted to play games again, since it was the only other thing I was doing. So I figured Yu-Gi-Oh is still pretty popular, and Pokemon's still pretty popular. Both of these franchises are still pretty popular from what I can tell. I mean, I hope these franchises stay a couple more years. Maybe like a decade more or something like that. But yeah, this was just my little video. I'm really happy to have made this video, and I'll catch you guys later.